welcome to the world-famous comic strip right here in the heart of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Paul Abdul of comedy, Miss Gladys!
More! Come on, let's go. Let's hear it. Honey below, oh, you're wonderful. I love you all. Oh, I'm so happy to be back here at the New York Comic Strip Live, also known as Gladys's Comedy Room at Hamburger Harry's. Does anybody remember when I was there? And this goddamn spotlight is on me. I did not do it. I did not sleep with Bill Clinton. No, I did not. Yes. Hi, Howard. We got to get this light off. Where's my assistant? Caesar? I have an assistant here. All right, go back. All right, anyway, I can't see a thing. So I see Roz, and I see all my friends here. Hi, how Adam, who I slept with last week and hasn't eaten since. Look how thin you are. I told him Kalisic Flockhart. I don't know why. You need a good Jewish mother to take you home. Hi, so where are all the black people from?
I'm from Staten Island.
I performed in Staten Island at the Rendezvous Bar. This is really the truth. Now, I'm from the Bronx. I grew up on Hoe Avenue. In the South Bronx, I did. And we were the only Jews. It was all Latino and black. But I felt very comfortable because I was popular with the Latino and the black men loved me because they thought I had the most fabulous body. The measurements that women die to have, 32, 22, 59. I walk around the Bronx, I hear, mira, que culo grande. Thank you for the light, all right. English translation, hooray for the big ass. Yeah, that, all right, this is right, thank you. Now, I don't know why I'm talking about this, because I see these cute black people back here, and inside of me, I think there's a black person dying to come out, because I grew up on Hoe Avenue. My mother named me Gladys. Gladys. You know what she named me after? She couldn't figure a name. She needed a G. And she had a friend. My mother was a singer, and my mother's friend Gladys had a club in the Virgin Islands. So when I was born, she said, that's your name, Gladys. And that's Happy Bottom. That's who I am. And I performed once, and this couple came up to me, an interracial couple. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was one woman was black and the guy was white. And they were producers, actually, for the Rendezvous Club in Staten Island. And they came up to me and said, we like you. We want you to do a show in Staten Island for us. The only thing is, we don't like your flyers. And they have a flyer with a picture of me on it, a caricature. And they said, we'd like to do a different one. So they do a different one. They send it to me in the mail. And I get the mail, and I look at the picture, 8 by 10, and I think, holy shit, he made me black. And I look pretty damn good, all right? I really look like Tina Turner, yeah. So he made me black. I called him up Arnold. He had a Jewish name, Arnold. This is a very nice flyer, but you made me black. You know, I'm not black. He said, it doesn't matter. More people will come if they think you're black. I said, but it's false advertising. What will I do when they come and they see I'm white? He said, don't worry. You'll just do your ass backwards. Are you laughing at that? Do you think that's funny? All right, on with the good. All right, so I just came back from Atlantic City. I love to gamble. I love to gamble. Yeah, they came back a big loser. Yeah, I lost my vagina. But I don't have much use for that anyway, you know. No, actually, no, comedy is the truth. Comedy, look at me, you cute guys back there. I'll come down and sit on your lap. All right, this is cute, all right. God, it's very hot up here. All right, so I was actually there performing. Every year I do the Milkman's Union. Okay, do you know what that is? Milk prices are really going up. It's in a local, I forgot the number, of the Milkman's Union. They rent one of the halls, and I perform, and I do my stuff, and they usually like me. But before I went this time, I called up the agent, and I said, just tell me again, what's the age of these milkmen, so I'll know what to do? And he says, you know, the same as last year, 25 to 50. And I got there, that was their pulse. They were like 110. Okay? Nothing moved. They were just staring, and nobody, there were 3 comics. They laughed at nobody. Finally, I got up, I said, you're laughing at nothing. What? I said to a guy in the corner, he must have been 90. I said to him, so, sir, what do you want to talk about? And he goes, Viagra. I said, oh, so you take it. How old are you? 90. So does it work? And he goes, yeah, it works. I take it with Prozac. If it doesn't work, I don't care. That's my Viagra joke. According to recent studies, Steve, you know, this is really true. While the people come in, hi people, Steve, over 600 men have died after taking Viagra. Do you know that? It's so true. 600 men died. New England Journal of Medicine came out with the news. Steve, you know what most of them died of? A stroke. Bigot, yeah, a big stroke. Poor guys, they thought they were coming, they were really going. It's really hot up here. So anyway, I was looking at the news today. This is really, it's all bad. There are problems all over the world. The thing that bothers me most now, no McDonald's. They're taking away the trans fat so you can't eat the McDonald's hamburger. But mostly, I'm anemic, and I'm freezing up here. Is anyone anemic and cold? I'm always cold, and I have to eat, what do I have to eat for iron? Spinach! And you can't eat spinach now. It's no good. It's no good for you. And I'm so pissed. What am I going to do? I'll be freezing. I need spinach. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What's Popeye going to do? That's right. He's going to eat olive oil. That's really, all right. So anyway, the big news was, this is really like incredible. Bush came out today with a statement that he's going to stay in that war in Iraq even if no one supports him. That's what he said. If no one supports me, even if it's just 2 people that support the war, even if it's just my wife and my dog Barney, I'm staying in the war, right? So I took a cab today, and the guy was from Pakistan. He goes, he said, soon I like Hillary for president. I love Hillary. He says, I must tell you, I also like Bush. I shouldn't say that. I voted for Bush. The only thing about Bush, sometimes I think he's a little crazy. Sometimes I think he must be taking cocaine and crack. And I said, no, he wouldn't be taking cocaine and crack because he wouldn't know how to take it. All right, I can't do that. All right, so if we talk about Bush, did you see Clinton on the show with Chris Wallace? Did you see that? You know, so, Mr. Clinton, do you think you did enough to get Osama bin Laden, or did you fail? Clinton was he's got a big ego. Failed? He said, I failed, but I did my best. I tried, I always tried. I did not have sex with that woman, Ms. Lewinsky. That's what you remember him for, right? That's what he said, Bill Clinton. I don't take sides politically, but Bill Clinton, for a smart man, a Rhodes Scholar, guys, what a mess he got himself into, right? All because he lied about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky. He shouldn't have lied. Should have told the truth, right? Steve, you know the truth. What's the truth? The man had a sexual addiction. That's it. He was addicted to sex. That's why Monica was so good for him, because she had an eating disorder. She's groaning. She's cute. You said it now. Eating disorder. I'm sorry. Did that upset you? Was that concept too hard for you to swallow? Yeah, if that upset her, this is really going to upset her. This is my impression of Monica Lewinsky abortion. Pooey! All right, that didn't go over very big. All right, this is really... all right, I'm going to go. Before I go, this is an exciting day for me. It's the anniversary of my divorce. Are you divorced, Steve? I think we talked. I am divorced, really. My husband, he was gorgeous. He looked like Brad Pitt. Hottest man in the world. Yeah, he had blonde hair, blue eyes, and a boyfriend. I know how to pick him, but it's okay. It was a nasty divorce. I shouldn't have done it, but I was in love with him. Before we got married, he made me sign this prenuptial agreement. I signed a prenuptial agreement. I used to think, damn, I should have written it on his dick, because it would have never stood up in court. You're laughing. I'm going to do, okay. This is really, all right, okay. All right, so before I go, I keep saying this. My husband called me actually today. He said, I'm getting married. He says, I'm getting married. He goes, she's gorgeous. She's a 10. I got a 10. He goes, Steve, tell me the truth. When we were married, what did you think I was? I said, do you know fractions? He said I was hostile. Now, let me tell you, my husband is 50 years old, Steve, 50 years old. Do you know how old the woman who he's marrying is? Do you know how old? Anybody? How old? 21. Is that depressing? All right. Fuck you, all right. That's all right. It's so disgusting, all these old men with these young guys. So I decided, I really thought about it. From now on, I'm only dating very, very young guys. Very, very, how old are you again, David? 22. Too old. 17, too old. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I have a role model. You know what my role model is? I have a role model. Mary Kay Letourneau. You know Mary Kay Letourneau? Yeah? The school teacher from Seattle, she had a baby with a 13-year-old. You don't know her. You're out of it. What do you know? Scooby-Doo? What do you know? had a baby with a 13-year-old. I'm thinking, I'd go with a 13-year-old. I would. There's just one problem. I'm Jewish. I wouldn't want to make him a bar mitzvah. All right, before I go. So we know, are you the only person that's divorced? Anybody else married here? Julian, you're married. Any other married people? How long have you been married?
2 years.
3 years. Happy? Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, all right, no, yeah. Let me tell you, my mother emailed this from Florida. She's always sending me jokes, and they're all stupid. This one was a good one. She said, tell the audience, and I'll close with this before I bring the first act on. She goes, married people have 3 types of sex. That's all there are in the whole world, no matter what they tell you. There's house sex. You know what that is, house sex? When you first get married, Julian remembers, you have sex all over the house, right? Right. And then there's bedroom sex. Bedroom sex. After you've been married for a while, you just have sex in the bedroom. And then, Julian, you know what this is. Hallway sex, right? Hallway sex. After you've been married for many, many years, you pass each other in the hall and say, fuck you. That's my time. Are you going to give me some applause? Are we going to ready? All right. We're here to have a good time. I don't want to bullshit. I come in between the acts. This is our development night Friday of the comics that I've been working with. Some of them just for a few months, some of them over a year. But comedy is 3 things. I say this all the time. What is it? It's delivery. Not what you say, the way you say it. You're being your character, nobody else's. Delivery. Material. Go for the good material. Cut out the shit. Go for the good material. I'll have a lot of shit to cut out of my stuff, all right? Material and confidence. You got to get up here like you feel confident. Even though you're shaking in your boots, you got to get up here. And preparation is the key. And we'll talk to you about that later. Everybody has an act, but you must do a preparation. I'll explain that later. So are we ready for the first act? Yeah. No, that's not good enough. There has to be some energy. Are you ready for the first act? All right. This first person came here just when I started about 2 years ago, and he really hardly had any material, okay? And I thought to myself, he's got such potential, and he's available, and I kept bringing him back, and he's getting better and better, and now he's playing everywhere. The comedy of the one and only Mr. Ray Higgs. Let's hear it!
Surgery is about to happen for anyone. Instead, we're going to hear some great comedy from some fantastic up-and-coming comics. Please welcome to the stage woman responsible for it all, Gladys. Yay! Yay!
I'll just keep applauding, even if it's phony applause and you don't mean it, because you've seen me a million times, right? Hi, how are you? The Eric Halpern fan club right here. Yeah. He has a fan club, and he has quite a fanny. I know I slapped it the other night. I had a good time, let me tell you. All right, so here we are, ready to have another night of fun. Isn't this exciting? You all in a good mood? You have to be. You're here. Oh, my God. And the one thing I don't want to hear from anybody anymore, I do not want to hear that name, Mark Foley. I do not want to hear that name, okay? I am sick of hearing about him, and I'm sick of hearing about the Hilton girl. It's really ridiculous. But Mark Foley, it'll never go away. So what? So he text messaged a page. Clinton did the same thing. He did more. So who cares? It's amazing. There's more action in Congress than there is on the baseball field. No, there is. This is really, I think he needs to go into therapy. I mean, what is going on with this world? It's like so depressing. You know, you pick up a paper, you think you hire these, you put these people in office, and they're either pedophiles or there is this light up here, Steve. Dan, I'm used to there's a light right over here. I call him Steve because Steve, you know who Steve was. Steve was the kid who was with me for like 10 years, who helped me run the room. Okay, now he runs his own room. This is what happens to people who help me. I lose them, they become big stars, and then I hate them. I want to kill them. But I don't, because I'm a nice person. So anyway, it's a great time, right? The weather is nice. It's been nice. People are marching. I got stuck in the traffic today. Ugh, I hate being stuck in a cab because the meter keeps going. Why was I stuck? Why? I thought the cab driver says, oh, the buildings. No, the peace march, okay? Another one. Get rid of Bush, I mean, I wish he would resign, all right? Just because of the traffic. And I'm thinking, if he got rid of Bush, let's see what would happen. We'd have Cheney, all right? And if we have Cheney, somebody's bound to shoot him. All right? They're bound to shoot him. That light keeps going off and on and off and on. All right, where are you? It's still on. Oh, good, okay. So anyway, I was in a cab, and I think I've told this story before, and I get into the cab just the other day, and the cab driver was nice, from Pakistan, and he was just so nice. And he said, oh, the world is a mess, the world is a mess. He says, I like Hillary. I can't wait for Hillary to run, because I'm going to vote for Hillary. You like Hillary? I didn't say anything. He goes, I have to tell you something. I must tell you. I'm ashamed, but I like Bush. From my Pakistani cab, I like Bush. I voted for Bush. Could you believe I voted for Bush? He said, but you know, sometimes I see the man on television and he speaks and I think he's a little crazy. And I think it must be because he must be taking cocaine and crack. And I'm like, no, he wouldn't be taking cocaine and crack because he wouldn't know how to take it. What do I do with this cocaine and crack? Do I sniff it and eat it? Oh my God. All right, so that's my Bush joke, and what else? So I'm always late. I just ran in here. I just came from therapy. I've been in therapy 39 years, and I'm always late to the shrink. I was late for my wedding, Linda. I shouldn't have shown up. It would have been much better, all right? Really, a much better life I would have had if I didn't marry this asshole. All right, we won't talk about him. We won't talk about him. All I could say, remind me of him. I was looking through my wedding pictures. He was cute and vain. He was so in love with himself. I mean, he was always staring at himself. And I'm telling you, he was like, and he used to, when I met him, he did pot and he gave up the pot. And then one day he started to do cocaine. And I'm thinking, the only reason he's doing cocaine so he could spend more time in front of a mirror. That's what I thought. This is my husband. All right, we won't go into that. So getting late, I'm late, and I was late. I was here the other night for a spot, and of course I was late here. And I'm thinking, so what? I'm late. You shouldn't care. You should give me my time anyway. But no, JR is pissed. You're late. You're late. You're always late. You're late. You're late. Or I'll let you go up there. You could do your spot. He says, but it's really late. But just be short and tight. All right, you know what I mean? Short and tight. I'm like, yeah, short I am, but tight. I haven't been tight since I was 13. Yeah, the other night I spread my legs and a traffic cop came out. No, that's a silly thing. There's no traffic cop in there. No. I'm a good girl, actually. It was just a ball of moths. Yes, so a little material. So I celebrated my birthday the other week. I'm happy. Aren't you? No, at this stage, I am glad but the good thing is I'm still alive, all right? This is, I keep hearing about my friends. Hi, I can't see you, I had a heart attack. Hi, I have breast cancer. Hi, I have ovarian cancer. Oh, that's really nice. Hi, I gotta go because I'm going for a back massage. And this is really true. So I'm happy that I'm like in good shape. That's all I really want to care about is like being in good shape. It was my birthday, and there's one thing, I'm an only child. And any only children here? No, only children. Well, you're an only child. You're overprotective, indulgent, spoiled, which I was. And I always got whatever I wanted. And if I didn't, I would threaten my mother. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to 42nd Street. I'm going to sell my body. I used to say that, like when I was 8 years old, you know. So she gave me the money, and I went to 42nd Street anyway. Sold my body. It's really great. But I always had to charge half price because I was so small. And then I would have to give change, and it wasn't that good. And then I didn't want to do anything. You know, so it wasn't really so good. And my mother, she was in show business. That's why I'm in show business. My mother was a performer, and she didn't want me to do anything, you know. And she wanted me to was married for security. And all my life, that's all she ever said was, get married. When are you going to get married? I want to make you get married. I come home from school, I say, but Mommy, I'm only 8. That's it. And so I'll end with this. So, you know, do you know what she got me for my? And she's like, I call my mother. You don't know what this? An only child. My mother was what we call a hovering mother. Do you know what that is? It's called a helicopter mother. That's what I had. One that hovers over you, doesn't leave you alone. So for my last birthday, you know what she got me? We all know this. A burial plot in Secaucus, New Jersey. I said, Ma, why did you get me a burial plot in Secaucus, New Jersey for? She says, oh, you know, you always told me you wanted a little place in the country. I go, great. And she goes, and you're in plot 7 and I'm in plot 9. I said, great. I said, and who's in 8? She goes, well, that's for your future husband. I said, well, listen, Ma, in case there's no future husband, don't move over, all right? I need the space. Fuck you. That's my time, all right? You won't be hearing a lot of me. I'm just practicing, all right? So, that's really great. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, okay. the more applause I get, the less time you get. So you better cut it. All right, I'm just going to do this by rote, okay? I'm going to bring to the stage a very funny guy. He plays clubs and colleges all over the country. He won the funniest comic in Boston comedy thing, and the one mostly likely to succeed. So I want you. He tries to hide all these things, and he's been recently on a TV show called Who's Your Mama? So let's hear it for Nate Stoddard. Let's hear it for Nate Stoddard. Let's hear it. I can't. Hi, Nate.
You are
Is he the
lovely. She's a demon in the sack. God, I don't care if you guys laugh as long as I can still go home with her afterwards. What's up, guys? What's up? Thanks for coming out.
All right, thanks for coming, all 12 of you. That is great. Welcome to the Comic Strip Live, the open mic. We're going to start the show just because we like you people. And to get it started, ladies and gentlemen, former Miss Coney Island, Gladys!
Oh, hi. Welcome. Hi. Aren't you happy it's Friday? Okay, these are people who don't have jobs. That's why everybody is here. This is what it is. Oh, yeah, I live with my mother. I spoke to your mother, David Minsky's mother, who's been coming here for a long time, David. And I said, have you seen David perform yet? And she went, not on the stage. Always locking himself in that room. I wonder what that bad boy is doing. I said, well, he's really funny on the stage. She said, oh, that's so sweet of you to say that. I'll come one of these days when he asks me. You know, I'm his mother. Yes, he told me he has a very demanding, overprotective mother. All right, no. So this is it. This is comedy, and there are only a few people here, but I'm going to bullshit because more people will come. That's sort of like the check is in the mail. You know, you've heard that kind of thing. So, but it doesn't matter whether you're 12 people or 2 people. You have to be good for everybody. And I was telling Steve Levy, my friend over there, when I first started, everybody always remembers their first time on the stage. You have to remember, because most people who get up here think they're great, even on the first time. I can't wait to get up there. Everybody thinks I'm funny. Wait till you see me. I mean, I have people telling me these things. Could I be discovered? So I thought, I'm ready. I'm ready. This was like 17 years ago. And I asked my writing partner, I was writing on a soap, and I said, I'm ready. You can see me now. Oh, I was so nervous. So I got on in this club called the Eagle Tavern, and they were like packed. By the time I get on, no one is left, because they didn't make everybody stay. I was last, okay? And all my life I've been first online because I'm small, and I always managed to be last in the club. It was really amazing. So anyway, my friend is sitting there, and then his friend came in, actually, so it were 2 people, and I get on the stage, and I remember, you gotta be as good for 2 people as you are for 2,000. So I get on the stage, and there's no one there, and I went, hi, how y'all doing? Hi, I'm doing not so good. The doors open in the back, and the exterminator comes in. That's when they figured he could, I mean, he's going spritzing the place, you know, when he comes up to the stage. But I'm pretending that he's not there, and I'm talking to the audience, and like, I'm doing my stuff, and I get off, and I say, thank you, so I'm Gladys. And I get off, and I go down to my friends, I say, so Rick, what'd you think? He said, you are not very good. I said, but there's just you, your friend, and the exterminator. And he said, look, you want to do this. He's a real pro, you know. He says, you want to do this, you got to get up there, and you got to be good for everybody, even if it's the exterminator. You got to give your heart. Otherwise, don't do this, okay? And that really works true. You got to get up there, whether it's 1 person or 2,000, and get up here like joyous communication, emotional commitment. You can't wait for people to see you, right? Right, Christian? Christian came here, he was 12, okay? 12 years old. Now he's like 17. He grew up very quickly from stand-up comedy. Hi, everybody, welcome. Hi, how are you? Who are you?
I'm Dionis.
You're who?
Dionis.
Dionis. Dionis. And who are you? Who did you come here to see?
Christian.
Oh, then come over here and let me look at your ass. Come sit here. Here's Christian. All right, welcome, audience. We should applaud the audience. This is great. All right, so this is really a great night. I love you all. So we're going to have fun tonight because comedy is all about having a good time. That's really what it is. Because if the comics, you're not supposed to be doing your act while you're, what are you doing? The Frenchman, he doesn't know. What does he know? He only knows to drink and have sex. And I don't think it's in that order. Sex and then drink, right? The French, they're French. Close your legs, you're turning me on. You're a cute guy. Close your legs. How do you say close? All right. Hi, how are you? Mike, welcome. See, I have to bullshit until everybody gets here. This is my time, so I don't want to waste my good material, all right? So anyway, how old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Oh, you're much older. 24. And how old are you, Christian?
17 in November.
He's going to be 17 in November. You see? 17 and 24. I put them together, I have a boyfriend. This would really, I like young guys. My husband's 50, he married a 20-year-old, so I'm going after really young guys, right? How old are you?
22.
Too old. I figure, if I'm going to do it, I'm getting to be an old woman, I want a really young guy. I'm going to be like my role model, that school teacher in Seattle. You remember her, right? Mary Kay Letourneau. Remember this blonde school teacher? She had a baby with a 13-year-old. Remember that? A 13-year-old? I'd go with a 13-year-old. Yeah, I would. There's just one problem. I'm Jewish. I wouldn't want to make him a bar mitzvah. All right, I got to keep bullshitting. She's giving me the candle already? Why? Because we don't have time? All right. So anyway, see, every time I come in here, I have no luck in this room. I was here last night, and I'm late, and I talk too much, all right? So the manager, JR, is sitting out there. He said, "You're late. You're always late. Can I go on? Please let me go on." He said, "All right, you can go on. Just go on. Just be short and tight. Kill, but just be short and tight, remember?" And I'm thinking, all right, short I am, but tight. I haven't been tight since I was 13. Oh, yeah, I mean, last night I spread my legs and a traffic cop came out. No, I didn't do that. I'm a good girl. Yeah, that's not true. Actually, it was a ball of moths. Oh, I don't know. All right. He keeps giving me the candle. So, anyway, I'm small. How small are you? 4'9". Thank you. 4'9". Don't say I said that. All in my life I want to be tall, but I'm 4'9". But up here when up on the stage, I feel like I'm freaking 5 feet tall. Isn't that good? Yeah. And I'm waiting. Last night after the show, a guy came up to me and said, "You really are short." I didn't want to hear that. And then he shook my hand. He went, "Oh, you have such a little hand." What a teeny tiny little hand. He goes, "What could you do with such a teeny tiny little hand?" I said, "I'll tell you what I could do. For one thing, I could give a small guy a lot of confidence." All right, that was my little in-between set. Before I do more, I'll be here. We're going to have to bring up some people quickly. People are coming, and they will be coming. If they don't come, you could slap my ass. I might like that. All right, so are we ready for the show? Small and sweet. We're going to bring up some people that don't have guests here so they can get on quickly. All right? Are you ready for this show? Yeah! No, that's not good enough. Are you ready for the show? Yeah, all right, we're ready for the show? All right, I'm going to bring up a very funny guy. I wasn't going to put him on because he wasn't scheduled to be on, but this is the only way you're going to get on. Now, all right? So let's bring to the stage, only doing it like, I don't know, as long as he's been having sex, like 7 times, all right? The last time was the best, okay? Because he actually knew what to do with his penis. All right, here he is, the comedy of David Minsky. Let's go.
All right.
Like, on stage, and what's that going
All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah! Oh, it's a hot night at the Comic Strip Live! Goodness gracious. Listen, folks, I'm Cena John. I'll be your co-host for the evening. But I'm really here to bring up a beautiful woman tonight. She's been an inspiration to me. She does wonderful things on the stage and off the stage. Give it up for the matriarch of this room, Gladys.
Strength. Whoever uses this makes this too tight. It's just like me. I'm too tight. That's a good thing to be, isn't it, Doug? Your wife is also too tight?
She's too something.
She's too something. All right, that's why you're doing comedy. She's too pushy, she annoys me, and you said, I think I'm going to become a comedian so I can get out of the house every night. Is that it? Doug, welcome, Doug, to our open mic night. This is my 17th year of doing open mic nights. That's right. I started doing it when I was 11 because I, too, wanted to get out of the house to get away from my mother. So how's everybody doing? We're a small crowd tonight. I expect some more people, and so we'll give you a little bit more time, about 30 seconds. Watch for the candle. When you see the candle, it means it's time for you to wrap up, which means in show business, you got a minute. It means you don't have to say, I saw the light. We know people, we know it. Just be professional and try to wrap it up. And wherever you go in a club, not here so much because I'm like easy, I'm too easy, but in most clubs, when they tell you 10 minutes, they mean 10 minutes, especially in this room. If you do an audition and they say 5, you better be at 5, and not at 5 or 6, 5.5. So it's pretty much responsibility in this business. Hi, how are you, Joe?
Hey.
Joe DeSantis, an actor. Adam, a father of twins. You have twins? Why do I think you have twins?
Me? Yes, I do.
You do, yeah, see? The twins and a wife, too. This is really good. So that's why he's doing stand-up comedy. He saw Ray Romano and said, right, I have twins, he has twins, look where he is, look where I am. Stuck with my wife and my twins in Westchester. All right, but you're getting better, everybody. So, the nuclear problem, right? They said it was just a small bomb. I mean, that's what they said. It really didn't work out to be as big an explosion as they expected. So now, what's so good? They just said on the news tonight, the North Koreans, they're planning to launch another nuclear weapon thing. Yeah. So is that exciting? And you know what's scary about this whole thing? The world, we don't have any we've never had war here, so we just read the paper and we say, oh God, are they going to keep Joe Torre or not? That's what we care about. Should we keep, that's really, people don't even know baseball, but you see his, really, and then they go, Joe Torre, I mean, what are they talking about? But everybody felt sorry for Joe Torre, and they're bringing him back because he pulled that I have prostate cancer shit. You know that? Which he does have, so how could he get rid of him? Yeah. So they're bringing him back. The Yankees, they better find a new team. That's what they better find. It's not so good. And, you know, that's it. I always say going, gone. And it's not a ball game. It's sort of probably the House of Representatives. I mean, there's more action going on in the House of Representatives than has been on the football field this year. And who cares? I mean, this guy, every day another page is coming out of the closet. I mean, he must have emailed everybody. This is really, and so the guy, I mean, I don't think he touched anybody, and so he resigned. And there's this big to-do. Do you think it's okay for him to have emailed, or no? That's disgusting, really, isn't it? Yeah, but they say that 10% of the population is gay. That means 10% of the room in here, 10% of the men in the room, but we don't have that many men, or we count. I have to count you, Linda, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi! The little French guy is gay! What a shocker! All right. 1 out of 10 men. So, how do you say gay in French?
We say gay.
Gay, okay. Vous êtes gay. Oh, how do they know? All right. You see these little French guys, a lot of them, they're very thin like you, and they walk like this, you know, and they have the cutest little asses. I live with a gay man, I know. He was the one, probably French guy who could not have an erection. You know, this is the only time he had an erection was at a card table. He was a terrible gambler. He was a terrible gambler. And every time he won a poker hand, he went, ah! You know, that was it. Hi. So this is comedy. This is stand-up. So I say it every week. Comedy is what? 3 things. Just 3 things. Delivery. It's not what you say. It's the way you say it, okay? There's comics and there's comedians. And a comedian, one who says funny things, and a comic is one who says things funny, right, Roz? It's not really, and maybe if Adam did Roz's act, you probably wouldn't get the same laughs as she gets, okay? Because her thing is all delivery. It's delivery, delivery, delivery. And having fun. Don't I look like I'm having fun up here? Well, I should be. I should be. I just had a vodka martini, a Red Bull, and a coffee. So I'm really happy. No, I'm really happy. And when you're not happy, you have to pretend you're happy. You have to get up here like, and even though there are a few people here, it doesn't matter. You have to get up because you never know who's in the audience. We had a guy come in one night, and he was a producer at Nickelodeon, and he liked Nori, and nobody knew. He sat around, and he got an audition as a result of Let's. Yeah, so you really don't know. So you just have to like do your best, you know, have fun up here. Be loose as a goose. You all look so happy, right? I'm just trying to bullshit till more people come. But you know what? No one else is coming. So you can all do time, but I watch you carefully, and I have a good eye for people, and there's a place for everybody. I don't know if it's in show business, but there's a place. Linda, you know that. And Linda here, she did a very eleemosynary thing. Does anyone know what the word eleemosynary means? This is really why I play to 17-year-olds who barely get out of high school. They don't know charitable. That's what it means. Eleemosynary, really giving, all right? And Linda was like that because what she would do, she works in a cancer place, hospital, that deals in cancer, and she brought comics many, many times to them, and really these people were terrific, and they laughed, and that there was nothing wrong with them. Then Linda would try to book us back again. I said, we were just there. And she says, oh, it doesn't matter, there'll be different people. Yeah, so not funny, all right? Not really funny. All right, so I just have this kind of problem. I love to eat. And I don't know, I'm looking at you, and I always like to see people fatter. I don't like really thin people. You look great, Doug, yeah. I like chunky. I like when people are a little zaftig. It must be the Jew in me, really, because the Jew always wants to fatten up their children. They could weigh 300 pounds, they're never fat enough. Really, the sons and the daughters are never fat enough, all right? So I think that's why people become gay. Guys become gay because they can't stand the mother hovering over them and say, don't eat, don't eat, don't eat. So the thing is, I do love to eat, but I can't stop eating candy cake and ice cream. I can't. I'm addicted to candy cake and ice cream, so I'm sort of on the candy cake ice cream diet, you know? So I have candy cake and ice cream, a piece of fruit, and a can of tuna. And that's it for the day. But then I want more candy cake and ice cream. So that's what and I have this problem. You see, I have this body. I don't know. I must have a pipeline to my ass because I swallow. It's not like Monica Lewinsky. She didn't totally swallow, all right? You know, and it goes right to my ass cheeks. It's so depressing. So then I think to myself, I mean, I could use this as hand grenades. In the Iraqi war, yeah, wouldn't that? You know, I could go and sit on everybody's lap. I can be my own explosive. I would have a good time, and then the war would be over. All right, so I think I bullshitted enough up here. I don't have any really new jokes that I'm thinking about. But exciting news, tonight we're missing Paris Hilton and Nikki. They are debuting their new television show. People are more interested in them than they are in anything. And I'm sure the elections are coming up. I'm sure no one's going to vote. Is anyone here going to vote? Yes. You are? Is everybody else going to vote?
Yeah, sure. No.
Do you think the Republican Party will get in?
No. Get into what?
Well, they'll take over Congress. I mean, you know, that's going to be a big thing, you know. We'll see. All right, doesn't matter. As long as we bring back Clinton, I'll be happy. You like him? He's hot. Yeah, if only he didn't do that disgusting thing in the White House. But I keep picture him with Monica under that desk. There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me. I mean, he's talking to, you know, the president of Russia, you know, and there she is under his desk giving him a blowjob. And I thought, that's disgusting. I said, but, you know, I would have been a good intern. And I would have gone after him, too. And I'm thinking, the only thing is I'm 4'9". If I would have been under his desk, I could have been standing. And it would have saved money on knee pads. All right, that's my time. Are you warmed up? You're going to warmed up? All right, you're just going to have a lot of fun. And if we don't have any more people, you could do 10 minutes each. And you have to make us laugh. That's it. Is that good? All right. All right, do we have a volunteer to go first?
I'll go first.
Linda, do you want to go first? All right, let's see. Linda, I just can tell her a little bit. Linda has a lot of good things going for her, but she's like me, and she doesn't I need you. I need you. I need you. And you're strong.
Alright, come on guys, let's hear a little noise. I know it's terrible weather out there, everybody's feeling like shit, but do me a favor and help me bring up one of the most lovely, beautiful women around. Everybody, Gladys!
If that good-looking guy that I slept with last night who just was up here could do me a favor and get some juice on this fucking microphone. I can't hear any. The mic isn't on.
It's not?
No, it wasn't. No, can you hear me? Do you hear a mic?
Yes, we hear you.
No, it's not on, Linda. Linda, you can't hear it. Can you hear me? It's not the mic that's on. She's a nurse. She doesn't know. Linda only knows when the patients are dead. When that person's dead, they didn't hear my jokes. I think I'm going to die before that Linda nurse comes over to me and tries her jokes out of me. That's Linda. She's the funniest person in the world, and the patients love her. They really do, except when she does the comedy. But she's really funny. She doesn't want to get her act together. She's been doing it 17 years. I saw Linda. She was sitting in the front row at Cold Waters, right, Linda? Remember? And she decided to do it, and I decided to do it too, but I didn't want to go anywhere, and neither did she. So you just came to the club, and I own my own business, and I ran a club for 17 years, and other people became stars. And they said they would remember me. If only they could remember to call me back when I called them. That would be really good. It's still not on. Ask Bob. I'm very fussy about the mechanics of show business, and before you go into a room, you really should check it, check the sound, you should listen, because without sound, you might as well be stripping. And for some comics, they should be stripping instead of doing stand-up. All right, no, not anybody here. Not anybody here. Now, I don't know why this microphone isn't on.
Maybe it's switch at the bottom?
No. Just, where's Bob? This is stuff. Am I going to have to go? You're all lazy. Will you go, please? All right, anyway, now, is there a switch here?
Yeah, there's a switch on there. Right, no, look at the top of the mic. The top of the mic right there.
There you go. Whoa, it's on. It's working now.
Is it working? Oh, it's me. It's me. I didn't have the switch on, but now, of course, there's reverb, and it's even worse. So can we make it lower? Can we make it low? Could we lower it? Lower it? Lower it? Lower it. That's what the Senate said to Bill Clinton. Lower your sexual drive. And I'm just trying to make jokes. All right, we'll start all again. It's my fault. Thank you. I didn't have it on. Thank you. So applaud for me. We'll start all over again. Hi. How y'all doing on this lovely rainy day? Don't you love the rain? It makes you feel better. I love the rain because I just feel happier in the rain, actually, that it's raining. And what I really want to do is stay home and read a murder book. Yeah, I do. I love to read in the rain, cuddle up with some cute guy or woman, anybody who's available. No, I'm not a lesbian yet. No, I'm only kidding. I watched Ellen DeGeneres, who I love. Do you like her? You don't like her? I love her. She's going to be hosting the Oscars. Is that? Yes. But I like about her, she's not political at all, really, basically, and I don't think politics belongs in comedy, and she doesn't talk about being a lesbian at all. So I think that's really good. So I like my own talk show, and I won't be political, and I won't be a lesbian. So that's good. I'll just be a horny woman looking for a younger guy. Hi, I found him right over here. This is it. All right. So anyway, I came in here before, and I was eating a candy bar, because I'm addicted to candy bars. Is anybody else like candy the way I do? Oh. I love candy more than anything else in the world. And usually I can't have one. This is my first one. I'll probably have about 7 or 8 later. But I won't eat dinner, you see? So that's the way I'll lose weight, but it's really very bad. No, there is such a thing, because the only thing that's really good for you is like candy, cake, and ice cream, because I read today that fish is bad for you. Do you know that? Tonight, Mercury, do not eat fish. Last week it was lettuce. Can't eat lettuce. And of course, I'm so excited that you can now eat spinach, because I have an iron deficiency and I'm totally anemic. And when they came out with this thing, you can't eat spinach, I went crazy. I'm thinking, I can't eat spinach. This is the only thing that I eat that gives me iron and it's healthy. And what am I going to do? I can't eat spinach. And I'm thinking, if I'm worried about it, what's Popeye going to do? And I'm thinking, he'll eat olive oil. That's what he'll do. That's what he'll do. So I came in, and last night, this is really terrible to admit it, but I don't know, I was thinking of candy, because I think of it all the time. And usually I went in with my dog. I have this little dog, and it was like yesterday afternoon, I went to CVS. Do you know that? Everybody knows that drugstore chain where you have to wait forever to pay for anything? And all I wanted was a candy bar. One Snickers bar, and I looked at the line, like 40 people, one clerk, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to wait on this line to pay for this candy bar. I'm going to eat it now and come back tomorrow and pay for it. Right. So I eat the candy bar, I put the wrapper in my pocket, and it's pretty good, and I take another one. Put that wrapper. I've eaten 2 candy bars, and I'm thinking, I'm not paying for it. I'm leaving with my dog. So I'm walking, and suddenly I feel there's like a tap on my shoulder, and I look up, and there's this humongous security guard looking down at me and going, "Miss, oh my God, I'm going to be in jail for 6 months for stealing a 70-cent candy bar. My life is over. My career's going. I'll be on page 6. What am I going to do?" He goes, "Lady, your dog just took a crap by the cosmetic counter." I said, "Oh, thank God. I am so sorry." I said, "Listen, don't worry. I'll go pick it up. I have these candy bar wrappers in my pocket." So I did. I picked it up in the wrapper. I didn't know where to put it, so I put it back on the shelf. That's really true. I did that. People usually groan. I say, "Oh, come on, it's brown." Right? Who's going to know the difference? All crap anyway. My dog deserves a medal from the Diabetes Society. All right, that's my dog stuff. All right, so anyway, what else is doing? You having fun? You look happy. You're almost smiling. Almost smiling. I know a lot of people here. I talk to you every night, most of these. I go over the acts, I do your material, and then you come back and say, "I can't come here anymore because I'm barking for the New York Comedy Club." That's okay. It's okay. So I say the same thing. Laughter is the best medicine. It's very important. Laughter is the best medicine. Me, I prefer Valium. Does anybody have any Valium, pot, anything? Make you cheerful. Pot. Do you have pot? Crack. Is that how you lost all your hair? He had one friend is bald, he's a comic, and your friend is almost bald. Shave it all off already.
I didn't finish the crack.
Well, finish the crack and shave your head, because bald is good. Bald is attractive today. If you have thin hair and you don't have great hair, okay, shave it off and you'll be a hottie, because women love men that are bald. They do. They're hot in bed. You know what they say about bald men? The more hair you lose, the more head you get. Can't think of that, all right? That's not so funny, all right? So, I'm divorced, if you're anxious to date me. I'm divorced like 11 years. Is that exciting? And, yeah, it was a nasty divorce because my husband, he made me sign this prenuptial agreement. You all know that, right? Prenuptial agreement. I used to think, you know what? He should have written it on his penis because it never would have stood up in court. My husband called me earlier today. We're still friends because I'm on his HMO, on his insurance policy. Okay, so we're friends. Up until today, he called me tonight and he goes, "Guess what? I'm getting married." He goes, "She's gorgeous. She's a 10. I have to tell you, she's a 10. He goes, "Tell me the truth, Gladys. When we were married, what did you think I was?" I said, "Do you know fractions?" Said I was hostile. Now, my ex-husband is wealthy and he's 50, and the woman he's marrying is, you know how old? That's right, 21, 12. Yeah, that's right, 21. Isn't that? So I'm thinking my whole life, I always loved younger guys. I did. Now's my chance. I'm only going to date young guys. Really young guys. All right? So how old are you? Ugh, you look older. Yeah, I thought you were about 35. Isn't that good? That's great. 21. That's too old for me. It's too old. If I'm going to do it, I do this every week. I have a role model, Mary Kay Letourneau. Do you know that? I have a picture on my dresser. She had a baby with a 13-year-old. That's not bad. I'd go with a 13-year-old. I would. There's just one problem. I'm Jewish. I wouldn't want to make him a bar mitzvah. That joke usually kills for people who've never heard it before. I don't have anything new. Hi. So comedy is 3 things. I say this every week, and you can get to the top if you really do the work. What I tell you to do. We have a guest here tonight, friend from my old room, Doug Signier, who's opening for Robert Schimmel, who's been on Showtimes. Is that, what's it called? What's it called? White Boys in the Hood, and he's like a real white boy in the hood, all right? And we're going to have him do a guest spot later. And comedy is three things. I say it all the time. If you can remember this, it's really not jokes, okay? It's the way you say it, and that's it. Comics says, anyone can say something funny, but it's the way you say it that makes it funny in your character. So it's really delivery. Delivery material and confidence. Get up here, and even if you have to fake it, once you feel that you got it, and do the work, and that's why I'm nowhere, because I don't want to do the work. You should do the work, and when you get a sitcom, you better give me a shot, Doug, all right? I'll play the neighbor next door who never gets out of bed, because I don't want to do anything. Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you really ready for the show? You're ready for some great comedy, all right? I'm going to let, because I spoke about Doug, and the only way I'm going to get him on, because we have a lot of people tonight and more comic. Do you mind going first?
No, it's fine.
6 minutes, okay? I'm giving you an extra minute. And an extra 30 seconds for sleeping with me last night. And an extra 30 for not leaving after you slept with me, which we all want. All right, here it is, the comedy of Doug Signier. They're very funny guy.
She's the best. The best.
She keeps asking me for 20% of all my money. Jesus, how you guys doing? Jeez, I haven't been there in 8 years. It's fucking great.
How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? Yeah. Are you guys ready to laugh?
Yeah.
Well, too bad. No, get ready for the funniest open mic tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Gladys' open mic starring the wonderful and beautiful Gladys. Round of applause, please.
Thank you. Keep it going for me, because this is all I live for. Friday night, open mic night. And of course, that Mike is back in New York. I am so excited. We had a great night last night. If you notice, he's not wearing his ring. It's okay. I called his wife and I said, it's just me, Gladys. I'm only 4'9". I won't do much damage. And like she said, oh, you the other woman? That's okay. See, my whole life I was the other woman, and he is so cute, Yeah, my whole life. If I meet a guy like you, it looks like Brad Pitt. He's so cute. Look at him. You do. You look like, my husband looked like Brad. My husband was gorgeous. He looked just like you. I was so happy when you called and said you were coming back, but you were bringing all these people. I wasn't that happy. I thought maybe you needed a place to stay. I have a small studio, but hey, and a single bed, but it's comfortable. Look at him. He looks just like my ex-husband. My ex-husband, he did. He had reddish blondish hair, blue eyes, and a boyfriend. Yeah. I know how to pick them, yes. So I am divorced, looking for a younger guy. And I was speaking to these lovely, what's your name?
Ellen.
Ellen, this is Meet Ellen. You're all from Cincinnati? Anyone not from Cincinnati? Okay. Ellen, where are you from, Ellen?
New York.
New York. Let's hear from the New Yorkers. Oh, New York is great. All right, this is it. So, yes, all right, I just ramble on. This is our talent night, and you can see that the comics that were on were late, or they canceled because they had better spots. And, that's not good. And the only better spot that they could find would be my G-spot, which no one else has found, but my ex-husband used to tell me it was in the back of my throat. That's not a good thing, right? All right, I just want to try. Don't laugh, all right? I'm trying. This is like a little bit of an audience here. I should play around with you. So you all go to school or what?
Yeah.
Where? What school? University of Cincinnati. And what are you studying? You look like, are you a movie actress? What are you all studying?
Architecture.
Architecture. You must be brilliant. Oh my God. Then you're going to come to New York, right? And get a job and then become waiters and waitresses. Yes, we know, architecture. Yes, all right, that's really good. I don't know too much about Cincinnati. I've been there many times. Before I did this, I was a soap writer for Procter & Gamble. Used to produce a lot of these shows on ABC. And I wrote for a show. This is really going to date me. I shouldn't say it. Called Ryan's Hope. I don't know if you know that. So I was in Cincinnati many, many times. So I think it's like great. And the other thing about Cincinnati, I know it has some sort of a baseball team. Does it have a baseball team? Is it the Mets or something? What? I don't know anything about it. But you're all clean cut from the Midwest. I happen to grow up in the South, and if you're not familiar with the South, actually the South Bronx, it's a tough area, so if you don't laugh at me, I'll follow you home and mug all of you. This is really good. All right, so New York is really great, and people call me up. I have a lot of friends. It's the marathon, New York City Marathon. You're familiar with it, you know. You'll be home, right? And let me tell you, I'm not like an active, like sportsy kind of person. Exercise, it's too much. Any exercise I like to do, I do lying down. You know, I like lift my leg and for a second. And a friend of mine called me up and said, "It's the marathon." So cheerful, you know. Are you going to race in the marathon? A guy who hardly knows me. Are you going to go race in the marathon? Race in the marathon? To me, getting out of bed in the morning is like a race. I mean, I am so lazy. And as far as running, I don't like to. Do you run? People run? It's a lot of work, isn't it? You got to really do a lot of work. I don't get it. To me, I would like them to have, instead of running shoes, like pushing shoes, you know? You go out and somebody pushes you, yeah, right there. And years ago in racing, people would carry weights. Did you know that? They would run with weights. And I used to think, oh, don't carry weights, carry me. Even though I'm 4'9", I'm weigh about 120 pounds and like 100 pounds from my waist to my feet. It's all in my rear end. But Midwesterners you don't know about because all these women are skinny and tall and blonde and pretty, and the guys are tall and blonde and horny. This is, I'm not political, I'm not gonna, the weather has been incredible in New York. Is it cold in Cincinnati or how? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know, nobody knows, we don't know anything. And why are you here? Is it a meeting of some sort or?
Just to see the city.
Just to see the city, oh wow, excited.
We're mainly came here for the club.
To come here and to open mic night, and you dragged all these people here to see how good you are and if you can make it. But if you hang out with me, I've made stars. I mean, I've really made them, all right? And they've become big. So you've got the look, and all you have to do is get the talent, move to New York, and do this about 15 years. And then you'll be a star, all right? This is like terrific. So the weather is really great. I love warm weather, but it's in New York, I thought it was summer last week. You go out, and 1 minute it was hot, then it was cold. Like today, starting out was freezing. The next second I was warm. Did you notice that, Ross? And I'm thinking, Jesus, 1 minute I'm hot, then I'm cold. I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold. I'm thinking, is it global warming or menopause? You know, maybe it's global menopause. And I keep thinking of menopause because, hey, I'm older. And I'm thinking, when women go through menopause, it's called menopause. But you young guys know men go through menopause too. Are there any older men here? No older men, but you have to know men go through menopause too. Yes, it's called cheating. Yes. Women have changed a life, men have changed a wife, right? Oh, I'm 50, I need a 25-year-old. That's what Bill Clinton said, right? The next time he should find someone that swallows. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Are you Bushites or Clintonites? Clinton, yay, Clinton. I'm not afraid he's going to get back into the White House and we're going to hear more about his ex-servant. I don't like to take sides. When I think of Bill Clinton, I can't help thinking of Monica Lewinsky. And I think of the both of them, I think, what a mess Bill Clinton got himself. All because he lied about his relationship with that woman. I hate liars. He shouldn't have lied, right, Mike? He should have told the truth. What's the truth about Bill Clinton? The truth is, the man had a sexual addiction. He couldn't help himself. He really needed help. He had a sexual, and that's why Monica was so good for him, because, hey, she had an eating disorder. Do you know it's a medical term? No? Look at that darling. Did I upset you, you cute virgin over there? Was that concept too hard for you to swallow? No, you look at that. Just one little bit. I took a cab here, and I got into a cab, and the cab driver, he had the nerve, and this is what made me think of it. He says, guess who I just dropped off in this restaurant on your corner? I have this fancy restaurant. I said, he goes, Monica Lewinsky. And he goes, she is gorgeous and nice. And I'm thinking, I can't stand hearing about her. She became so famous because of what she did. And people were always feeling sorry for her years ago. I would always get, oh, poor Monica, poor Monica. Her life is ruined. Her life is ruined. Let me tell you, Cincinnati. This I know. She lives in a $5,000 a month apartment in Greenwich Village. She has a handbag business. She has a restaurant named after her in Australia. She had a book deal, a television show. I'm thinking her life is ruined. Give me a break. Huh? She slept with the president. The president. I slept with the plumber. I didn't even get my leak fixed. Because I don't get anything from anybody because I'm a giver. I love to give. That's why I want you to love me, and that's all I care. I'll loan you money. I won't ask for anything. And that's what happened with my husband. I got married. I paid for his law school. I did everything before we got married. The son of a gun. He asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement. Don't ever sign a prenuptial agreement. Just say no. I used to think if I only thought ahead, I would have written it on his penis because it never would have stood up in court. Ross, those are my jokes. These are my jokes. All of you. I mean, this is the Mike Smith show, I guess, right? This is the Mike Smith or Brad Pitt. That's sort of Pitt and Smith written the same. All right? Maybe if Angelina Jolie saw you, you know, she would like you too, and Brad Pitt would leave. All right? All right, all right. Put that ring back on later. All right, are we ready for the show? This was my warm-up, all right? Laugh, smile, loosen up. Loosen up, okay? You know, this is just comedy. Laughter is the best medicine, right? Yeah, I prefer Valium, and I'm gonna go get one. You know, all right, okay, all right. Hi, everybody. All right. I don't know. We got a first comic. Are you willing to do it first, Dan?
Sure.
Do you have some friends coming, or you know?
No, sure.
You'll go, and then what I would do is the first person gets to go on again, and Mike, and you can do like an hour. I don't care. His friends care because they want to leave and get the bus, right? Go back. All right, no. Just get us out of here. You made us come here. You're the only one on the show. We could have done this on the bus and not paid any money, right? That's what we could have done. You just dragged us here. We're going to make you pay for this, okay? So that's it. Now everyone's going to do stand-up, and you'll all go. And if anybody wants to do it, you can call me on the phone, and I will give you a 5-minute lesson, and everyone can do it. Everyone. If you have a life, you have an act. This person has a life and I have an act. I want to bring him to the stage. He's sort of not doing this very long, but it's very exciting to see somebody who's doing it such a short time be that good. And he's not a New Yorker either, okay? So you're going to love him. I love him. He has a big future. The comedy of Dan Cartwright. Go ahead, Dan. Give it up.
Every now and then. Yeah. Every now and then. I went to them maybe 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago.
How's everybody doing tonight this time? Yeah? Much better, much better. You guys are a lot louder now. Is everybody ready to laugh? Yeah! Are you guys ready to see Gladys? Are you guys Republicans? No! Yeah, alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, the star of tonight's open mic, Gladys!
Pretend I'm like Ellen or David Letterman, louder, all right? Just